Hello? Hello! I mentioned to you guys in my last video that I've been wanting to resume my declutter series. I want to do clean with me videos, and that is what we're going to do today. We are going to do a clean with me video. It's more of a vlog style video today. I don't know what keeps you guys up at night, but when I'm not pondering the meaning of life and thinking about space and possibly living in a simulation and my purpose here on Earth, I am losing sleep over the clutter in my home. My home, for the most part, is very neat, very tidy. Everything is usually put away. There's nothing out of the ordinary except for clothes and towels that Chris just loves to hang on the back of every chair in this goddamn house. But aside from that, it is very clean. However, behind every closet door, behind every cupboard door, behind every pantry door, there is chaos, and I can feel it in my bones every single time I walk past one of them, and it drives me nuts. I'm one of those people who just cannot function in a messy and cluttered environment, which is why I'm usually on top of my office. I cannot sit and film until everything is clean, all my brushes are clean, everything is off of my desk. I cannot edit until the room is spotless, but once I leave the space, I am just in complete chaos. So I'd like to change that. I would eventually like to get to every single closet and every single pantry and reorganize it, but that takes time. We gotta move in baby steps. I already did my pantry and my kitchen. That was a project and a half. Feel really good about it. Today we're gonna tackle my bathrooms, specifically the areas underneath the sink in my bathrooms. Like, what are those called? Cupboards underneath my sink. Those are cluttered and stuffed to the tits. I have not decluttered or reorganized those since we moved in here like 5 years ago. A lot of expired product that needs to be thrown out. There's a lot of product that I don't use anymore. I have cut down on my skincare substantially, so there's a lot of stuff that I need to pass on. It's going to be very therapeutic for me. If I could just start in one room and feel good about it, I feel like I can slowly move to the rest of the closets and cupboards in this home. I eventually would love to do a closet makeover. I don't even want to go anywhere near my closet. Thinking about it is making me sweat a little bit right now. I avoid my closet at all costs. Like, I have 5 outfits on repeat throughout the week so that I can avoid going into my closet as much as possible. I hope that you guys enjoy these types of videos. I have a hunch that you will enjoy them. I personally love clean with me videos. I love bathroom organization. I love closet organization videos. I love to see the before and after. It's just very relaxing and therapeutic for me. Because you guys really seem to enjoy my nail videos, which I also find relaxing, I feel like we're similar in that sense, and that you'll also find these relaxing, and it'll make you feel good to see me get rid of shit and reorganize. If you guys do enjoy this, please give this video a thumbs up. It's nice breaking up the nail videos once in a while, because like right now I've gone back to short nails till my poly gel gets in. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next, and enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to my bathroom. It is now the next day. I got a little bit distracted in the kitchen yesterday. This is my bathroom inside of my bedroom. Ideally, I would like to not have skincare out on display. I keep Tatcha out because Tatcha makes me feel like a luxurious ass bitch. It's so pretty that I almost need to have it on display. And I like this little mirrored situation that we've got here. I've got my eye cream. This is by Ole Henriksen. Got my Mario Badescu buffing lotion. This shit is witchcraft. It is great if you've got like an undergrounder pimple that you know is gonna come up to the surface. Shake it up, apply it, and by morning it's like 50% smaller in size, if not gone completely. This here is the Algenist Liquid Collagen. This stuff smells amazing. It reminds me of my childhood for some reason. I think my mom had some kind of hair care or skin care, and this just like brings me back to that time. And here we've got my tretinoin. I use this at nighttime when I'm not using my Tatcha. And now, my friends, it is time to buckle up because we're going down under. Please don't judge me, for the love of God. I'm a good person, okay? I just have a bit of a problem. This here is the tampon drawer, the tanning mitt drawer, the wax drawer. This is Chris's drawer. It's an absolute disaster. I'm probably gonna throw everything out in his drawer. Yeah, this is what we've got. I'm not proud of this, but I feel like the before shot is so bad that the after is just going to be majestic. I'm gonna crack open my sugar-free Monster here.
Hi, my name's Kyle, and I love drinking Monster.
I've got this little wood crate next to me, which is gonna hold all of the products that I'm recycling and getting rid of. I'm really interested to see how full I can get this bad boy. I feel like I might need 2 of them. And behind here, we've got all the new bins and containers that I picked up from IKEA and HomeSense, which are gonna help me to reorganize this bitch. Got my go-go juice. Cheers. I think I'm gonna start on the left-hand side here. This is the easiest place for me to start because I've just got empty boxes from products. Why do I do this? Why do I hoard skincare and makeup packaging? I really don't know. I ask myself that every single day. I have makeup packaging upstairs in my makeup room, and it's a problem. I tend to keep my Tatcha packaging because it's just so freaking pretty and luxurious. Look at how nice. Can you blame me for keeping this? Ask me the last time I pulled out this packaging to look at it and to read the instructional shit inside of it. This Dream Cream from Lush is super expired, so I'm gonna clean it out, put it into a separate bin, because when you recycle, I think 5 Lush containers, you get a free face mask. Do I really need another face mask? Probably not. Now I'm just gonna throw on a crime podcast and go through this bin and the bin behind it, which is just full of random shit. In case any of you fellow crime junkies are wondering what podcast I'm listening to, I recently started Man in the Window, which is about the Golden State Killer. One of you actually slid into my DMs on Instagram and let me know about this, so thank you very much. I emptied this bin and I laid everything out on the mat in front of me. Now I'm gonna go through everything. Believe it or not, this is Chris's. He received it as a gift and he has never in his life used it. I'm gonna buy the foundation brush head for it. I'm interested to see if it's any good. I actually prefer my Olay Professional facial brush over the Clairsonic. I've been using this for years. It's like a fraction of the price of this. When I had the flu, I went and I got a tooth pulled. In order for me to brush the teeth around the gaping hole in my head, I had to use this little baby toothbrush. This is the Mario Badescu drying lotion. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I've talked about it in my videos. You know what? I have a feeling it's expired, so I'm gonna toss it. Ole Henriksen Vitamin C Truth Serum. I'm all done this, so I'm gonna toss it. Invigorating Night Treatment. I used to love this stuff. Oh yeah, it's got a 6-month shelf life. This is probably over a year old, so I'm gonna toss it as well. What do we have back here? Got some cotton balls. Some Schick razors. This was an Intuition razor situation. I'm gonna throw this out. All right, progress. I'm gonna take this out, and I think I got this from the dollar store. I actually just discovered this the other day. This smells amazing. I use the same body wash in this cool and fresh scent. I keep buying aluminum-free deodorants, and as much as I love the way that they smell, I am a sweaty ass bitch, so they don't do anything for my sweating because they're not an antiperspirant. If anybody out there can recommend a deodorant and antiperspirant that is aluminum free, that would be fantastic. I would be forever indebted to you. As much as I don't like using antiperspirants with aluminum in them, sometimes I have no choice, especially when I'm out and about. I need to wear an antiperspirant or I will have to change my shirt like 3 times that day. I'm gonna hold on to both of these. I've also been using the Schmidt brand for a while. Rose Vanilla was the first one that I ever purchased, and it was good for a while, but then it started burning the shit out of my armpits. I think it might be like the baking soda or something in there. Not the best sensation in the world, and it hasn't let up. Every single time I apply this, it burns me. So I'm gonna throw this one out. This charcoal magnesium one can only be worn at night or when I'm working out and I'm wearing a black long sleeve. Otherwise it will stain my clothes and it looks fucking weird underneath my armpits if I'm exposing them. I've decided to get rid of everything on the left-hand side here. Some of these products are absolutely ancient. Too Faced tanning bed in a tube. Do you guys remember this shit? I have had this for, oh my god. Dude, the expiration date on this is 2012. That's insane. What the hell was I thinking even bringing that into this home? Oh boy, nothing screams the fake and bake clubbing days like body shimmer. I don't know why I would ever put this anywhere near my body, but I did. Maui Island Secret Browning Formula. I got the worst burn in Hawaii that I've probably ever gotten in my entire life, and I didn't get a tan at all, and I wore SPF every single day. It brings back traumatic memories of my burn. Banana Boat Sunscreen Oil Spray. All this does is roast you like a little turkey. I don't really mess with the oils or the sun anymore, to be completely honest. $1 Million Tan Mermaid Mousse Extreme. I remember this making me extremely orange. These are ancient, so I'm gonna throw them out, but I'm curious to know, does Victoria's Secret still make this type of shit? This is the Saint Moriz Fast Tanning Mousse. I was so excited for this. It's garbage. I don't know if I got a bad batch. It pumps out green, like a light, pale green. This is the color of green that it pumps out as, this like pale pistachio green, and then you spread it on your body, and then you look like you are dressed up for Halloween, and you sit in it overnight, and then the next day you wash it off and nothing. My favorite is the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express. This is in the shade dark, and you really gotta just leave it on for 2 hours if you want the perfect tan. I used to wear this overnight. I'd always have like weird patches on my feet and my hands and my knees and my elbows, no matter how much I moisturized those areas, no matter how much I exfoliated them beforehand. And then I started leaving this on for 2 to 3 hours max, washing it off, and what do you know, I don't have those weird patches anymore. So when it says 2-Hour Express, it means 2-Hour Express. I don't even know if they make this anymore. This is the Tan Incorporated Brown Sugar Coat Spray Tan. I use this specifically on my face. It finally mists all over my face and it gives me a nice even tan. The last time I ordered this, I had like a bulk order of 4 or 5 of them, so I'm wondering if since then they've discontinued this item or not. I've tried to look it up on Amazon before, and I don't know if the sellers are legit. I still have a backup can of this, so when I run out, I'm gonna be real bummed. Although the Loving Tan actually applies to the face pretty nicely with a foundation brush. Since we're already on the topic of tanning products, I thought that I would fish out a couple of face self-tanning products. This one here is the Sephora Gradual Self-Tanning Face Water. Sun in a bottle. I bought this years and years ago, and you know, I didn't like it very much. It made me look really orange. You kind of have to use a cotton pad and just smear it all over your face. I tried to pour it in a spray bottle and do it that way. Both ways were a fail. Too orange for me, so I am gonna throw this out. And then I've got the Saint Tropez bronzing lotion for the face, and this was also a fail. I picked this up when I was in Arizona, and I'd forgotten my self-tanning products at home, and I was looking really, really pasty. It has a pump, which is nice, but it applied funky. It felt really greasy. I didn't like sleeping with it. I'm gonna get rid of this too. It's also expired as fuck. Okay, we've made it to the bulk of the skincare that I actually use day to day. Let's just deal with this section here. These Pixi products, some of them were sent to me, some of them I purchased myself. Pixi Rose Oil Blend, a nourishing face oil with botanicals and vitamin E. I'm gonna keep this. I sometimes like to mix this in with my moisturizer. I told you guys earlier I've been using tretinoin. Kind of dries out my skin sometimes, but because I moisturize my face before I apply it, I haven't really had any flaking. This is their Phenomenal Gel. It's a pH balancing gel moisturizer. I normally love gel moisturizers because I'm super oily and I have huge pores, but for some reason I find that this doesn't really absorb into my skin like my other gel moisturizer. A couple masks. This is the Glow Mud Mask, and I think this kind of reminded me of the Glam Glow. I'm gonna keep this. And then the T-Zone Peel Off Mask, which is a pore purifier, and this one feels nice and cooling on the face as well. Lastly, we've got their Glow Tonic. They sent this to me, and it's super cute because it has my name on it. Not a lot of people send me PR, by the way, so whenever I do get PR and it's personalized like this, I know I'm not special, but it makes me feel a little bit special inside. I love keeping these types of items, and I actually really love their Glow Tonic. I think they're known for their Glow Tonic. I unfortunately cannot use it right now because my skin is super sensitive. Came with cotton pads and this little platform which is covered in dust. How cute is that? I've got a couple items that my best friend brought me back from Germany. A rose water, and then this is a rose oil. I'm gonna keep these because they're very special to me because she brought them back for me, and they're actually quite nice. And I heard this is a popular brand at the drugstore in Germany, so it's always nice to have things from different parts of the world. I think I'm gonna toss this Differin gel. I was using it for a little bit there when I thought I had some adult acne, but my skin has since cleared and now I'm using a Retin-A. I don't see the purpose in having this anymore. It expires, yeah, in September of this year, and I know I'm not going to use it by then. I've got a different oil control moisturizer with SPF 30. This is good for acne prone skin. I was using this at the same time as my Different gel. It doesn't expire until June of next year, so I'm going to keep this. I've also got my CeraVe AM and PM moisturizers. This one is amazing. I'm actually almost out of this. Got a backup over there. The nicest texture, perfect for oily skin, perfect at nighttime underneath my tretinoin. This is to thank for me not flaking. I'm gonna throw this into my empties. I've never done an empties video before, but I've been meaning to, so I've been collecting garbage for months. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy empties videos. Then I've got this Cetaphil redness relieving night moisturizer. Purchased this in Vegas. I was looking for a redness canceling moisturizer. Personally, I prefer CeraVe over Cetaphil. Doesn't really help with my redness, but you know what? This is a really nice moisturizer texture-wise, so I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna toss it out. I really appreciate that it has a pump. Got some Tom's Wicked Fresh mouthwash. I just wanted to try something a little bit more natural. Oh boy, if only this Diva cup could speak. The things that we have gone through. I've been using it for the last little while. I feel like I should have used this much sooner in my life, but better late than never. That being said, it has been a fucking journey getting to the place that I'm at where I'm actually comfortable with this thing. I was having a conversation with my best friend about it, and she was like, oh my god, I totally thought you would have been using this a really long time ago. I had no idea you were still using tampons. And in that moment, I knew that it was time. Got another empty box that I need to toss out. This product here, I didn't know that I needed until I received it in the mail. This is the Pixi On The Glow with ginseng and glycolic acid multi-use moisture stick. I don't know how other people use this thing. What I like to do with this is I like to apply it to my elbows, my knees, my hands, and my feet before I self-tan. When I have this on, it's a lot more difficult for the self-tanner to cling to the dry spots. I actually quite like this. I would have never known to purchase this. I would have probably just ignored it. Thanks, Pixi. I had to readjust my camera because I'm losing feeling in my legs. I'm gonna go over a few more products that I really like, and then I'm going to speed through because this video is going to be so long if I continue going through every single product one by one. Some of you may appreciate how thorough I'm being. Other people are probably like, okay, get fucking through this thing. I just want to see you declutter and reorganize.
I can hear you through the screen, okay?
This is my favorite cleanser at the moment. It's the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. At first touch, it legit feels like a moisturizer, but it's so silky and smooth and hydrating, and I would highly recommend it. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. Everybody and their mom is always raving about this on YouTube, and for good reason, because it smells like pure sex. I just want to smother myself in it, but I won't because this little jar is like $54. It is not cheap. I want it in every single form, but I'm gonna have to save up for it. I use this very sparingly when I want to feel sexy, maybe if I'm going on date night. Sometimes I apply it before bed. I love that the scent transfers onto my blankets and my pillow, and then I'm just engulfed in a cocoon of deliciousness. I want like 800 jars of this. I've got some hand and body products. These three are from Trader Joe's. This is the lemongrass coconut body oil with almond and jojoba oils. I really like this. I use it to give Chris back massages. This is the Trader Joe's lavender hand and body lotion. This is super nice after taking a hot shower. If you're having trouble sleeping, sometimes I like to apply it all over my body. Trader Joe's pumpkin body butter. This is only sold in the fall time, and it is very thick and moisturizing, and it smells a little bit like pumpkin spice, but not really, because I'm not really a pumpkin spice kind of gal. I talked about all three of these in my Trader Joe's favorites video. If you missed that, I'll link it in the description box below, and I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So I'm gonna keep all three of these. Victoria's Secret Warm and Cozy Vanilla and Sunburst Passion Fruit Body Lotion. This smells so freaking nice. I love using this before bed as well. This is the St. Ives Naturally Indulgent Coconut Milk and Orchid Extract Body Lotion. I would use this all all over my body after self-tanning. It's almost empty. Throw it out. Organics Ultra Moisture Extra Creamy Coconut Miracle Oil Lotion. This smells very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I wouldn't say it's a dupe at all, but it's got that same sort of tropical scent. I don't know how to explain it. I would highly recommend at least going to the store and sniffing this when you're standing in the lotion aisle. I like to keep a stack of face towels underneath the sink. I use different towels for my body than I do for my face just because it kind of grosses me out putting a body towel on my face, and I have a cute idea of how I'm gonna organize these underneath there. On the left, we've got stuff I'm keeping. In the center is pretty much all garbage. I have to break down all of these boxes and I have to think about how I'm gonna reorganize everything underneath there. So this bin is larger than the bin on the left. And the left, I'm using like an adjustable little stand that I got at the dollar store, which is perfect. And I needed one for this side as well. This is from IKEA. It's called Ariera 20463. This is a little bit higher than that one, and that bin is smaller than this one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little switcheroo, because I feel like if I use this one on this side, it's gonna make the bin go a little bit too high and it's not gonna be even. You know what I'm saying? By the way, we are at the end of episode 3. I've been pausing it quite a bit, so that's how long we've been sitting in this bathroom for. So this is frustrating because these legs stick out further than those legs, which means that these bins are not going to perfectly line up with these bins. And if I try to move these forward, I can't because this shit's in the way. I know that I'm being a perfectionist and that I should just leave it. Pick this thing up from IKEA, which is, it's like a 2-tier letter tray. And what I was gonna do is put my sheet masks on the bottom, and then I was gonna roll up my face towels and organize them on the top. And I was gonna place it right here, but there's not enough room. It sticks out too far, and I don't wanna do it this way because I wanna be able to reach from out here. So I'm probably gonna have to return this letter tray unless I can find something to do with it in the upstairs bathroom. So frustrating. I had so many cute ideas and it's just not working out for me, you know? But it looks a lot better than it did before, and that's all that matters. having a time right now. I got this cute little Q-tip, cotton round, cotton ball organizer thing from IKEA, and ideally I wanted it like right at the front here. Because these pipes are in the way, I can't push this all the way back to have this line up with these two. Man, it's like playing a game of Tetris. I mean, what I could do is just have like Q-tips, cotton rounds, and then my face towels here. Why don't I try that? Let's see how many face towels I can fit in there. What do we think? Those pipes are an eyesore, but I kind of like the way this is shaping up over here. I was able to fit my face towels in there. We've got a little area for Q-tips and cotton rounds. I think it looks pretty cute so far. I'm gonna create labels now, and then I'm gonna get started on decluttering the drawers underneath these. I've labeled everything. I am absolutely loving how it's looking. Huge improvement from what we started with. Now I have to move on to the drawers underneath, which I have been absolutely dreading. But before I do that, I think I'm gonna break down some of the boxes. I'm gonna take out some of the trash, some of the recycling. I might even take a lap around the neighborhood because I have been sitting on this bathroom floor for hours and my back is killing me. I'm kind of hungry. Okay, this is the aftermath. This top basket still needs to be organized. Got some old boxes here that I had to break down. Do you know how hard it was for me to break down those Tatcha boxes? It really pained me inside. I've got some garbage, and then I've got my Lush containers that I need to clean out and recycle as well. This here is Chris's drawer. He gave me permission to purge whatever I want except for his shavers and stuff like that, so I'm gonna fast forward through this part, clean it out, and then move on to my drawer. Alright, so this is how we're looking. I made some minor adjustments. I put my hair elastics in one of these cute little jars. I gotta get some Q-tips for that back one. I also got this little brush holder that I had upstairs, and I put my Biore face and nose strips in there, as well as my Crest white strips, so I could get rid of the extra boxes that were in this bin. And I created a little bin for Shark Week. Got all of my tampons, panty liners, Diva Cup, overnight pads in there. I probably won't be using these tampons now that I've got the Diva Cup, but you never know. And in this drawer, I've just got extra razors. I've got my toothpastes, sheet masks underneath here. It's a little bit chaotic, but I had nowhere else to store all this random ass stuff. These are just like travel size cleansers. I wear rubber gloves underneath my tanning mitts. Somehow self-tanner always seeps through the tanning mitts and gets on my fingertips, and I can't stand it. Eye patches, extra toothbrushes, and hotel soaps that I steal from every hotel that I ever go to because these soaps are insane for cleaning beauty blenders and makeup brushes. I don't know what it is about hotel soap, it removes everything. And then I've got my panty liners here, use them daily. I'm gonna put my tweezers next to them, and like in Chris's drawer, I decided to organize Clairsonic, my Olay brush head thing, his shaver, random cords, random colognes that he never uses, and then his shaver heads. This container was from IKEA. These wood containers are from IKEA as well in the bathroom section. This is from those little jars, also from IKEA. White bins are from IKEA, and then my galvanized metal bins are from HomeSense, which is the Canadian version of Home Goods in the States. Just thought I'd mention all of those in case I missed it earlier in the video. Everything is kind of blending together. I don't remember what I've been talking about for the last like 4 hours. I'm gonna do a before and after shot really dramatically, and then I'm gonna move on to the upstairs bathroom. All right, we've made it to the guest bathroom upstairs. This is the bathroom that Chris predominantly uses. I've got some plans for this guest bathroom. Specifically the wall, I want to put up tropical wallpaper. There's no point in making it look nice if this is the way that it is. It's nice and tidy on top, thanks to me, but down below, there is chaos. This is a nightmare. This, I think, is worse than the one downstairs because it's significantly smaller. It's going to be very interesting to see how I'm able to organize this with such a small amount of space to work with without stacking shit on top of shit as it is here. And the drawer below, oh my god. In my defense, once upon a time this drawer was very organized, and then Hurricane Chris came through and now this is what we've got. Unlike the downstairs bathroom, I'm gonna try to speed through this a little bit quicker because I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk, and I'm sure you are as well. I'm gonna set my tripod up and I'm probably gonna do like a time-lapsed decluttering segment. We're just gonna get in here and go to town. Okay, this is where we're at. I think it's looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna make some labels the same way I did for the stuff downstairs, and then I'm pretty much done. I'm so tired, but I am very satisfied with what I was able to do today. Here's the final reveal. I am so pleased with how this turned out. I really hope that Chris can maintain this level of cleanliness. Here's all the stuff that I managed to declutter. It's actually a lot more than I thought, and I don't have much to share, but I do want to talk about this Jason deodorant. If you want to smother your armpits with scented Vaseline, I would highly recommend this deodorant. I feel like Tom's is just as shitty. Jason and Tom just really need to figure it out in terms of deodorant, because it is the most uncomfortable stuff I've ever worn. What else do I have to share? Nothing really exciting, just a bunch of expired Lush products, which kind of sucks. I really need to stop buying so many at the same time. This is all my trash. I gotta put this with my hair care products, and then I've got an empty here. This is the Aztec healing clay. This shit's awesome. I need to repurchase. Yeah, that's about it. We're finally finished. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this Clean With Me extreme bathroom declutter video. As long as it took and as much work as it was, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you think I should continue a series like this, because it is very satisfying for me, and I know that it must be satisfying for you to watch as well, especially considering how much shit I threw out. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and staying subscribed, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, love you, bye.